Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's just get right into it. I've been using the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL for about 6 months now, and even though I've been testing and reviewing other phones, this has been my main device basically until the OnePlus 13 came out. Let's kick it off with the design. Overall, I think the design is incredible. There are a few things I don't like, however, but let's look at the good things first. This feels much more premium than previous generations, and it has held up for the most part. I was taking B-roll and had it laying up against a tree a while back, and it scratched my screen pretty badly. So use a screen protector because this did not hold up very well. Now, I really like the camera module design. I think it looks unique and really stands out. I hope Pixel builds on this for the 10 series and makes it even cleaner. Now, for a few of the things that I don't like, I think the glossy aluminum looks great, but the second you touch it, it's a fingerprint and grease magnet. I prefer the matte finish on the non-Pro model, and I hope that Google can give us something similar to the iPhone or the S25 Ultra with their titanium frame with the 10 series. The days of polished sides are over. Also, the overall weight of the device is a little ridiculous. Now, I understand that people sometimes correlate weight with quality, but I want the 10 series to be a little bit lighter. The Pixel 9 Pro and Pro XL are too heavy. The last thing I don't like, and it's a little bit picky, I have to admit, but the curvature of the screen. I feel like Google really tried to mimic the same curvature of the iPhone. It's too round and it feels a little off when I use it. Previous Pixels were more boxy, round, if that makes any sense, similar to the OnePlus 13 for example. It's still rounded off at the corners, but not too much. I hope that the 10 series can reduce the screen curvature just a little bit and make it a tad boxier. It's still an incredible design, and I think Google did a great job, and I look forward to the Pixel 10. The display is incredible. Google has had bad history with display issues and poor quality panels, but the Pixel 9 Pro screen is pretty much perfect. It's high resolution, gives great contrast and color accuracy, and it's bright. This gets a peak brightness of 3000 nits, and I have no issues in my bright Florida sun. One thing I would love is for Google to make its own version of the anti-reflective coating that we see on things like the S25 Ultra. The S25 Ultra has a lower peak brightness and it still looks great in the sun. Here are both phones side by side. Now imagine that we have the peak brightness of something like the OnePlus 13 and an anti-reflective coating. Now onto the battery life. Battery life has been great. This is something that previous Pixel devices struggled with constantly, but Google fixed it with the 9 series. With that said, I still prefer my OnePlus 13 when it comes to the battery. There isn't a significant difference between the two when we are looking at screen on time, but the charging speeds. Google, this needs to be fixed in the 10 series. Look at it compared to the OnePlus 13. It's going to take a little bit over an hour to go from 0% to 100%, and the maximum it can charge at is 37 watts wired and 23 watts wireless. The OnePlus 13 charges from 0 to 100 in 36 minutes and can charge at 100 watts wired and 50 watts wireless. To me personally, this is now a deal breaker. My life is busy and I'm constantly on the go. If my phone is low on battery and I just need to charge it up a little bit, I can't say how much I love to be able to get to 100% in about half an hour on my OnePlus 13. I would love to see Google improve charging speeds on the 10 series now that they finally fixed the bad battery life that they've had in previous generations. Now getting to the camera, what do I even need to say here? This is easily my favorite camera of 2024 and so far my favorite camera of 2025. Until the Pixel 10 series comes out, of course, assuming that Google doesn't do anything crazy. I still think video quality, however, while it is a huge improvement over previous generations, it could still use some work. I still find that I like the S25 Ultras and the iPhone's cameras better for video, but when it comes to still shots, this is the best phone out there, period. One thing that Google did with the 9 series is that they upgraded the selfie camera to a 42 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and it looks great and gives you a wider shot than normal, so you can capture more people in group shots. One thing I want to see improved is the zooming in choppiness. It's not even close to the iPhone or other devices, and it's really annoying when I'm shooting some video and I want to zoom in and it just looks all choppy and messed up. It looked really bad when it released 6 months ago and it still looks bad today. I would like to see Google fix this with the 10 series. Filming 4K 60 with the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. Just gonna be moving around here. I'm gonna go up and down, get an idea of any wonkiness with the camera. Okay, let's zoom in on that flower over there. That's 2 times, 5 times, and then we'll zoom in to 20 times digital zoom. Back to 2, back to 5, back to 1, 0.5 wide angle. Look up at the sky. Back to 1. And I'm just going to jump up and down, get an idea of the stabilization. You guys let me know down below. Filming 4K 60 with the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. This is the front-facing camera, which is a 32 megapixel camera, I think. Oh my goodness, I already forgot. I think it's 32 megapixel. But here is Cusco, my good old buddy. You guys can get an idea of the quality of the camera. I'm going to zoom into 1.4. There he is. He's bathing his paws. Oh, Cusco. Back to 1. And there you go. So in theory, it should be much better than in prior generations. I think it looks great, personally. So you guys let me know down below. Do you like the quality? The lighting is not the best in my home right now, but it's not bad. This is just average lighting. So let me know down below, is this a good quality camera or not? I can say that after using this phone for 6 months, I have used the Add Me feature about 1 to 2 times, and it's cool. And I wouldn't say it's a gimmick necessarily, but yeah, I don't use it. But who knows, you might find it more useful. The AI features, however, I use a ton. The problem is that all phones have those Gemini features now. There's really no incentive to go with a Pixel over the S25 Ultra or the OnePlus 13 when looking only at AI. I feel like Google is starting to slack a little bit because the S25 Ultra's version of Magic Eraser is significantly better than Google's, and OnePlus also adds things such as the glare correction, which works amazingly well. One thing I can say that is still better on the Pixel is the dictation. I use the Pixel 9 Pro exclusively when I don't feel like typing out my scripts, and I dictate them instead. And even though some phones have improved with this, Pixel still wins. And of course, I still love using the classic Pixel exclusives like call screening and now playing. I also really like the reimagine feature when editing my photos. I think it does a great job and it makes editing my photos a lot of fun. Now getting to the performance, this phone is incredibly fast and fluid. I don't experience any stuttering, and the overheating that Pixels have had on previous devices is no longer an issue. The software and hardware integration is just incredible. But on paper, the Tensor chip is slow. And I will be the first to admit that if I know that I'm going to be gaming for about an hour or more, I grab my iPhone, my S25 Ultra, or my OnePlus 13, and I set my Pixel to the side. Can it handle it? Yes, but other phones just do it better. The issue I have now is that the OnePlus 13 is cheaper than this phone. It has significantly better performance and at a cheaper price. I know people talk about it online a lot, but generally I don't think a lot of people have an issue with Google using the Tensor chip. But Google's chip being significantly slower on paper and they're charging these flagship prices, that causes some frustration. The Snapdragon is just a way better chip, but I still have hope that the 10 series can have a more noticeable leap in performance. With that said, unless you are someone planning on gaming on your phone for a long period of time, this phone will feel just as fast as any other device regardless of what the benchmarks say. So, that's my 6-month review of the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. It is a significant improvement over the prior generations, and it makes me excited for the 10 series coming out very soon. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more if you like what I do. Let me know in the comment section below, is the Pixel 9 Pro XL worth it in your opinion? What phone would you choose instead? Thank you for watching, and I will see all of you next time.